Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for April 19th through the 26th for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I want to start off by thanking all of you who have been subscribing, watching, commenting, liking, and sharing my videos. I really appreciate your support. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. However, this week I'm going to give you a seasonal tarot check video, and that should be posted in about a day or two. So that will cover the months of May, June, July, and August. So check back in a day or two for that. So here we go. This is for Sagittarius, April 19th through the 26th. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Sagittarius. And we go day by day here, okay? So we start with Sunday and the Eight of Cups. Monday, you've got the Two of Cups. Tuesday, the Six of Cups. Wednesday, the Five of Pentacles. Thursday, you have the Ten of Swords. Friday, the Page of Swords. Saturday, the Five of Wands. And then you finish out Sunday with the King of Wands. So very interesting energies. I feel like every sign has a similar current to it. They're not identical, but there's definitely this week some conflict. And I think part of it is people are getting very restless about being quarantined for this long and having a lot of uncertainty and communication that has not been consistent. So I think we're starting to feel that as a whole. I mean, you know, talk about a global equalizer, right? We have something going on here that every single part of the world is feeling in the exact same way. So you start off here. Now let's talk before we get into this. You have water energy here, earth, air, and fire. So all the elements, but no major arcana, which I feel like overall, it's almost like a sore muscle. It's like it's annoying. It's kind of got an annoying energy where it comes back in and out of the week, but it's nothing where it's going to completely stop you in your tracks. So I feel like Sunday, you may be distancing yourself even more from things that are just not serving you. If you're dating someone and they're being kind of sluggish and malaise and just kind of just negative, I feel like you may be turning your back on them. It's not a breakup. It's more of a, I just need to be away from you right now because I don't have a lot of tolerance for this. And you may find yourself communicating that to people that are close to you. I just don't have the patience for this right now. And so I'm going to separate myself. You know, Abraham Hicks talks about this actually when people come into your awareness who are clearly negative and they're not in alignment, leaving and saying, just hang on a minute, I'll be right back, and going and getting your mind quiet and getting yourself into alignment with source energy, then coming back to deal with them because you're going to be a lot better at it. So this is all about working on yourself and just needing, like I said, some time away and needing to separate. Just, you know, again, I don't feel like it's permanent, like it's anything where you're having a huge breakup. But I do think Monday you definitely have a much more balanced energy. So you have the Two of Cups here on Monday. And this is definitely about having a mutual partnership. So for you at work, you may be getting much more balance and stability back. This can also too be about an unexpected meeting. So you might have something, I do feel like this could be more work related where you have something unexpected, some kind of an announcement or something like that at work, and it's a positive shift. It may even be somebody who, you know, a change in direction that's been a long time coming, and this whole situation is forcing it to come. So people who just haven't been great at what they do may be exiting, but it's definitely an opportunity. Now in love, it's a very two-sided love. So for those of you who are already in a relationship, certainly could be your soulmate, a very deep love where you can communicate and tell the person, I just need a minute away because I'm not feeling the greatest right now and I don't want to take that out on you. But I definitely feel like on Tuesday you have the Six of Cups here, And while this is a very positive energy, it's also about reunions and nostalgia, and this certainly can be the card of the ex. So for some of you who are saying, I'm not in a relationship, you definitely have somebody who would like to come back around. I definitely think, though, they have been watching you. They have not been very forward yet. But with this, it could end up somebody who comes in and out. So I would watch that. They're very flirtatious, and it's more of a short term and not a very stable energy. And with the cards that surround it, I'm also getting that where I feel like you at some point separated from this person, and they're not completely stable is what I'm getting. So Wednesday here, you do have a change card here. It's the Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, you may have an unexpected bill that comes in, or some kind of a money situation where you're just not quite sure what to do, but you may need to seek some guidance on that from somebody who has really good financial, a background in finance and that sort of thing. Because a lot of people, I mentioned this before, that people would be getting their stimulus money this week. It happened within the last couple days for almost everyone, unless you didn't file your taxes online. But, what a lot of experts are saying is hang on to that money because there's uncertainty in the economy. So even paying off a credit card debt, you may be better off paying minimums, according to Susie Orman, and just keeping the money available for a little bit. But, I do feel like for you, you still have a partner by your side here. So even if you have something that happens, you have somebody that you can go to. And so you might be feeling left out of a situation, a bigger situation, but you're not totally left out because you still have your ride or die with you. So you go into Thursday and you're just down and out. I do feel like this is where you get this energy drain a little bit. And it could be, like I said, it could be more related to finance where you just weren't quite sure of what to do. You also may find that there are people around you who, like I said in the beginning, their energy is down, and you may have to be cautious this week of just being around it too much. I've had people contact me out of the blue that I hadn't talked to. I had one woman and a friend, I guess. I haven't talked to this woman in 9 or 10 months, and she started just posting wildly about her need for human contact when she basically isolates herself. And she contacted me through Facebook Messenger, and I was like in the middle of meal prepping, and I didn't answer her. And then she posts not even 24 hours later about what if you have the read feature and this person leaves you on read, should you contact him again? And then she contacted me again. I knew it was about me, and I thought, look, I haven't talked to you in almost a year. I don't really want to, at this point, reconnect with someone that I know is very negative. I'm not interested in it. So you may have to do something like that where you say, I don't want this around me right now. It's just not something I've had around me, and I'm not introducing it when we're in such a time of uncertainty. So it is a 10 though. So it also is concluding. It's the end of this. Like I said, I feel like it's very short-lived. Like you have a lot of scatter in the energy. I do like that you have the King of Wands here though, because with being a fire sign, that certainly could represent you. So Friday you have this Page of Swords, and this is where I feel like for some of you that have an ex, they're definitely very immature. You've got the Six of Cups plus this. They want to communicate with you and may reach out to you this week to communicate, but it's just not a very solid offer. I mean, he's somebody that comes in and out, and he's not the most adept with using a sword, so they may communicate, and I just don't think you're going to be that interested in it, quite frankly. But for those of you that are, like I said, in a partnership, this may be an indicator just to calibrate your words. So overall, this week is a great week to just be, to have restraint of pen and tongue, to avoid conflict as much as possible, because the energy is just right for it. Now, we all have free will, so this is just the energy of the cards. And for many signs, like I said, they're being given caution this week. And I could try to reorganize the cards and shift the readings, but this is for somebody. It's a guidance for somebody so they can avoid getting into power struggles with people, because on Saturday you have this Five of Wands here. And again, this is another card of strife, of, it's kind of like in the card is really depicting a mock fight. But for you, you just have to be careful of fighting and arguments, quarrels, things like that. Because the situation's going to change. I do feel like as you come out of this week, you're definitely going to be getting a momentum moving you forward, being in your own personal power with this King of Wands. The next card, the card that would have been on the bottom of the deck for you too, would have been the Ace of Wands. So I didn't pull that necessarily, but I do see it staring at us, and I want to just let you know that, because the momentum moving you forward into May is definitely more about new beginnings, being in your power, and there's momentum here. So you're definitely full of good ideas as the week concludes. I think you'll do a great job of avoiding some of the conflicts with people who are just struggling to keep their mood stabilized. Again, I don't feel like it's you as much as the people around you are having a hard time with this. So this is an Abraham Hicks Ask and It Is Given card. My slightest improvement is of such great value. There is tremendous value when you are able to deliberately cause even the slightest improvement in the way you feel. For even that small emotional improvement, you may have regained a measure of control. You no longer feel powerless, and so your trek back up the emotional scale is now not only possible, but is relatively easy. So yeah, continue to look around you at the things that please you, and that will help tremendously to stabilize your own energy. This is a Whisper of Love Oracle card. Whoa. And it says, hey, have patience. Interesting. Love is patient and kind always. So it's like this little girl looking at her own reflection. And this card gives you guidance that you might be in a tense situation, and it's just something that's beyond your control, but be aware of your own thoughts, and especially those that precede any kind of frustration or anxious types of feelings, which goes along great with that. Just pay attention to your own self-talk, because everything arrives in perfect timing. The universe always delivers in perfect timing. So anyway, kind of a mixed bit of energy this week, but I'm very excited to see your seasonal tarot check, because I do feel like as you move into May, the energy is going to be much more stimulated in a positive direction. So I love you so much, Sagittarius, and I'll be back in a day or two for your May, June, July, and August tarot check.